Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus here again. My intention here tonight is to persuade you to give a little bit more attention to yourselves. My reason, ladies and gentlemen, is because you are being had. You are being, let me talk to white people and black people. Let me talk to the poor white trash and the worst blacks that you can think of. And let me talk to the white people that got some education, and let me talk to some black people that got some education. Let me talk to some smart white people, and let me talk to some smart black people. Let me talk to some religious white people, and let me talk to some religious black people. What I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is that America and the people of the world are being had. First of all, you don't even matter. You don't even count. When they come and take the census talking about how many people are out here, where they're at, and what that means as far as you're going to get some funds, that's a bunch of stank. Ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely pathetic. This whole governmental system, it's all about money. It's all about money. Everything is about money. And as Trump says, everything can be bought. They call it quid pro quo. Golly, quid pro quo. Yes, quid pro quo. You give me some, I give you some. Now, I like these, so I can give a lotto here to get this. I don't like that, so I can ignore that. See, the game is played like that, ladies and gentlemen. You know it's played like that. And the reality of it is that since you're getting billionaires and people are trying to be trillionaires now, you know you do not matter at all. And you just don't matter. You just don't matter. It's not even about you. They don't even really need you, but they use you. That they can always do is use you. And so my concern, ladies and gentlemen, is to let you know that these people use you, abuse you, because they have no idea of reality in God. Oh yes, they are familiar with what we are familiar with. And they've made sure that we got a lot of it, so we can be convinced to believe in it while they laugh at it. Yes, they laugh at it. They have no belief in God at all. And even the church, they're so messed up till they have no reality connection with God. Republicans and Democrats can't stand each other, hate each other, going with Trump, going with evil, not going with evil. God riding on the side of them everywhere they go. You didn't think God was with that, did you? No, those people just pretending. They were convinced almost, though, that they were connected with God. And they perhaps are, but not the God of love. And it's just not a put down, but just a reality check. You see, ladies and gentlemen, the truth of the matter of it is this. If I were like them, and I was, I would believe in God either. I used to, I had an understanding about God just like you do. But when I seen the things that's taking place, why would I have a continued belief in God? The only thing that happened to me, ladies and gentlemen, that an experience occurred where all doubt was eliminated. I didn't believe in God anymore. I know there's a God. And that gives me the courage and the confidence to come back and stand before you and tell you that you've been screwed. There is a God. And let me tell you how you've been screwed. How many of you got bills? That's one sign of your being screwed. How many of you got mortgages and rents or no place to live at all? That means you're being screwed. How many of you got a refrigerator empty, a cupboard that's with a few items in it, or going to the food shelves? That means you are being screwed. How many of you graduating from high school and can't go to college because you don't have the funds there, and there's always a complication trying to get a loan here, a scholarship here? If you're going through these kinds of things, ladies and gentlemen, not in school because of something else other than your desire not to be there, it happens because you're Scrooge. How many of you got ailments right now? You're sick about something. You can't even go to the doctor because you can't even pay a copayment. And so you just have to wait there until whatever sickness or disease you got just materializes itself to the point that it has no recoverability, so your butt's gonna die. And let me tell you what that is. That is a representation. That is a representation that God is out of that. So the whole story, my friends, is that all of these things, God has designed for you to never be without. And how is it guaranteed that you will never be without? Every last one of you benefit from this. Whites and blacks, old and young. Whites and blacks, old and young. All of you participate in the process of creation. Every last one of you got a gift, got a skill that if you knew exactly what it is that you were designed to do, it would give you your greatest joy. And that is what this is all about, allowing you to be who you were made to be, because in that you can engage yourself with the rest of us, all of us, having fun, being alive. And as we do this, we're creating all of the things that we need. We are. And we don't need money. We don't need the rich people. We don't need the Trumps. We don't need the Republicans and Democrats and their money. But what does that mean? That means that we are really expressing now the true meaning of life. And having done that, we understand the truth of what's going on. And we forgive our brothers who have walked in ignorance, even the ones who never believed in God. We forgive them and receive them into this brotherhood, and knowing that we now have built, and it is our duty and responsibility to keep people like Donald Trump and Putin and whatever other mean, evil rat out there that wants to come in and cause pain and suffering by lying to us and cheating and stealing and killing and causing terror and war. We'll keep that stuff out of there, because we are led now by the Spirit of God, not by me, not by one another, but by the Spirit of God living in each of us, and each of us allowing the love of God to flow through us to one another. Blacks to whites and whites to blacks, and all the rest is just the rest. So I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, I can come back to tell you you're being screwed. Blacks and whites at odds with one another, hate groups, all of that is ignorance, trained ignorance, stupid ignorance that's brought about by the teachings and indoctrination of the will of mankind. But God loves you, and here I am to tell you about it. So let us make a change, okay? This is Eddie Marcus once again saying thank you so very much for giving me this your time. Until next time, goodbye.